Hello everybody, good morning. So, how y'all doing? I'm doing fantastic. I'm just sleepy. But that's to be expected. I just woke up like maybe half an hour ago, so I still haven't had my first sip of coffee yet. But yeah, I just decided to do it a little bit early today because I know for a fact I'm going to be doing a little bit of fire stuff. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab Wicklamet's quest because I think we're actually immediately going to go back to Earthenshire, which is actually going to help me. Just waiting for a response from Nevi to see what they say before I actually commit to a thing that I want to do. Because otherwise I'll just head back over to Earthenshire and just hold off on story until then. So I don't know what Nevi wants to do. I guess Nevi doesn't want to do story then. So I'm going to go head over to Kozama'uka and get the side quest for the Aether currents done then while I'm waiting for them. Alrighty, let's see. There's that one, and I'm assuming the other two will spawn when the rest of it comes out. So, in the meantime, let's go ahead and grab these two, and then I will go ahead and also make sure to grab the rest of the Aether curtains that are in the overworld. You think the quest would be around here, but I guess it's down here. Not underneath here. Definitely somewhere. Right for the offering. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one as a Dragoon so I can level that up a little bit because I already have a tank at 95, a healer at 94 and 94. Doing story at Spectromancer, so I'm going to do Dragoon for my side quests. Alrighty. Right for the offering. You're Wicklamet's companion, aren't you? Kishihi smiles upon me. I had hoped to get hope the great bird would guide one of the village saviors to me. You see, the time has come for us to make our customary offering to Kishahihi. Is a ceremony we hold dear, and I would invite you to participate as an honored guest. Sure. You will join us then? Oh, that makes me so happy. My feathers are standing up straight. The traditional offering is a fruit that grows to the southwest, and they must be so ripe that they fall into the earth. Gather 3 and deliver them to Lanuhali at the shrine. Okay? Sounds easier said than done. Gonna pop on friend here to make it a little bit faster. If I see any fates on the way to any of these quests, then I will make sure to get those too, so that way I can actually get the writing map. Because the faster I get the writing map, the easier it will be. Oh. It's rainbow fruit. Nice and shiny. Mm. You know, I should probably also pop these while I'm at it. I'm saving the these food for later. Actually, no. I'll use them now. Because they give me 4% EXP if I eat these, so... Not on the lantern, I need to be on here. Hey, it's Adelia. Alright, I'm here for the funny cat. What? I mean, I'm funny in some occasions, but not that funny. What I do know is I'm just doing some stuff on the side. Me and Wilclement? Ah. That funny kitty. Gotcha. Feathery dust up? Has this one actually been done before? No, it has not. Alright, I'll go ahead and just do that then. I have to wait on a certain someone to join me for the rest of the continuation of the storyline. So for the time being, I'm just doing the side quest involving, stuff and things. Is it just this one big group, dude? Okay. Might as well also get a couple of fates over here while I'm at it too, so... That way I can actually get the faster ray amount speed to make this a little bit easier for me later down the line. Finally, I got some people that want to join in on the fun. I drink from Whirl. I'll do it as soon as I'm done with this fate. To those that suddenly joined halfway through that entire fate, thank you for doing that. And hydrate for Koru, I will do with some coffee, because I haven't yet sipped my coffee yet. How you doing this morning, Koru? And for those that are actually wondering, I am over on Seraph right now. Because why the heck not? And I know we're probably going to be getting closer towards a level 93 dungeon / 93 trial soon. That's the speculation, at least. She's upstairs. Doing alright, just got back from lunch and coding off a bit now. Okay. Ooh! Kozama'uka, a reed-woven statue of the Hanu deity Kishahii, is encompassed here. In this place of worship, the shrine is believed to stand on sacred ground, a holy dry land blessed by the sun's rays in the otherwise swampy terrain. Pretty! Hello, do I owe this honor? Fruit. Given you are an all, I suspect 93 trial was within possibility here. Yeah. Kishihai will be most satisfied with these. Today you are more than an honored guest. You are the very heart of the ceremony. After your efforts to bring Ihihana back to us, Kishihai is doubtless overjoyed to see you in this role. The fruit shall bear a powerful blessing indeed. Now you must take the previous offering back whence you came. Deliver this blessed fruit to Anu, and the ceremony will be complete. Go with haste. Soon, TM, yes. I will be continuing story once Neve sends me a DM, but in the meantime, I decided to go ahead and just grab all of the other additional stuff that I need to do, which is including but not limited to the side quest to get the Aether currents all popped and prepped. Not to mention, if I'm also traveling on foot, then I'm also going to be doing a lot more of the fates that I also find on the way. There's that one. There's Crocs of the Creek. I could do with either of those, especially since I'm also leveling up my Dragoon as we speak. Viper will still be at level 80 because behind the scenes I'm actually doing all of the side quests I still have yet to do in Endwalker. Even the nighttime music in here is actually really nice. I just love the music in general. I definitely need to farm a lot of fates in order to get a lot more stuff, so that's always going to be fun. Get your blessed fruit. Force a habit. Yes, I can feel Kozama'uka's grace emanating from these. These are ceremony is complete. The younger Hanu clamor to participate in this rite. You know, it is said that the fruit is offered to Kishihana becomes embedded with its divine spirit, and all who carry them shall be blessed with great luck. Surely you will be too, although you travel far. I hope you feel enriched by the experience. Go with your gratitude, and may the wings of Kishihana sweep the form of your path. Nice! No, it's like you're done with Dawntrail and MSQ, you're gonna go right back to Pandemonium. Let's see. Is there any other, like, Aether currents around nearby? 563 to the west. Oh, I haven't been that way yet. Engraved scouting top. I mean, once I reach level 100, if you want, okay, I can help you with that. Rite of the Winds Chosen, huh? Oh, this one has a continuation class. Okay, Willa. Of course I know your name. Who isn't familiar with Wuklabat's companions? Not to mention your friends can't seem to go a moment without mentioning you. Ha! I am Lanuhanu, and I have the honor of being the Wind's Chosen. It is my feathers which adorn the festive flute. I fear the wind has guided you to me for a reason. A visitor to our village who has fast become an honored friend. I would offer you a chance to strengthen our bonds. Okay. Perhaps you're familiar with the Landsguard. It is customary among the Wind's Chosen to save their molted feathers and present them to these brave protectors as gifts every few years. At this very moment, one of their numbers is making their way to Okanu to receive our blessing. But there's not much more than just a simple delivery, and I think you'd be interested in taking part. It would deepen your understanding of our ways, and perhaps you and this member of the Landsguard will become fast friends. I would start with a small task if you're willing. Nahanshe is the name of our guest, and he was due to arrive some time ago. I fear he may be lost. Could you search for the road for him? I'll stay behind just in case if he rides here after all. You're non-cosplay, Glenn, right? There he is. If you're looking for me, you're not a Hanu unless you're molting something awful. Actually, I know the Hanu. Oh, so that's the way of it. Well, now that you found me, I suppose I better get on with it. Sorry for my lack of enthusiasm. I joined the Landsguard hoping I could bust some skulls, slaughter some beasts, you know? Use these muscles of mine. But for my first assignment, I'm lugging crates of supplies around. It's not exactly what I had in mind. I suppose complaining won't get this done any faster. Let's go meet with this Lanu then. Cochin. He does glow a little bit at night. Like all lanterns should. I'm definitely going to do this continuation quest because I know it's going to be an important thing in that for the later beach tribes. Or society tribes, I should say. You found him! Now we can begin. Before the gift of feathers is to be bestowed, there are proper steps that must be taken. Hey, Destroyer! Firstly, I bid the warmest of welcomes to Nahanshe. As the Wind's Chosen, it is my solemn duty to show you what sights our humble village has to offer. And one of the Landsguards, it behooves to you to become familiar with all corners of the continent, yes? Then come with me to the center of Okanu, where you can behold the entire village at once. Boop. Take it all in. This is Okanu. As you can see, our homes are made from woods and reeds, both of which of the forest blesses with us in abundance. But nature's blessings are to be treated with care, for dry reeds can easily catch flame. If they do, we risk setting our entire village alight. Building waterways through Okanu is a way to protect us from such incidents, but aquatic beasts can travel them as well, and when these beasts become too great in number, we beseech the land gods to cull them. Do you now? I always thought hunting duty was just a way to keep us sharp. While I'm here, I'll make sure nothing troubles your home. Good afternoon, you'll get on 14 after your laptop gets done with Microsoft Windows Update. Okay. All of Okanu would thank you. And now for the reason you came, the feathers of the winds chosen. They are used to adorn the equipment worn by the land gods. Oh, that explains the attire. The design evokes the image of Kishihai, a great bird revered by all Hanu. The feathers give it a touch of authenticity that makes the soldiers appear all the fiercer. Every soldier's outfit is designed according to their profession, and each feather must undergo an elaborate process of dyeing and oiling to meet Landsguard's varied needs. So, without further ado, let us begin. I first ask that you come meet me at the gate to the southeast. Fine. I should warn you, I'm not known for my delicate hands. He seems stubborn. That went about as well as expected. Could you stay behind for a moment, Willa? I would like to hear your opinion on Nahanshe. Okay. He really doesn't want to be here. I have the same impression. Truth be told, his attitude is the same as every Landsguard troop who comes to receive this gift, and we're meant to fix it. Consider this a rite of passage of sorts. The Landsguard sends us troops whose rough edges want for polish, and the task we set before them is to serve as a whetstone. Over the course of our work, they gain a great insight into the history and meaning behind this exchange of gifts. Soldiers with this tangible bond to their charge will protect all of them more staunchly. In recent days, however, even our treasure trove of knowledge hasn't been enough to arouse the spirits of some. But working alongside someone as capable as you, Nananshe might find the extra motivation he needs. Now then, let us proceed to the southeastern gate. And while this goes without saying, keep this little conversation between us a secret. Huh. I guess we're actually getting more knowledge about the Hanus and how they actually do their tribal stuff, so... Okay! Definitely gonna have to continue on with this side quest, because I'm actually interested in see how this plays out. Unlike Shadowbringers and Endwalker, I just grabbed the Aether Current and then Aether Current quest and then just got done and out of the way. But I actually want to learn more about Tudiolo. Right. Let me go ahead and just get that then. Mom just reminded me that I have a bill to pay, so let me go ahead and finish this quest and I'll be AFK for a couple of minutes. What did I do to deserve this? Now I know why my superiors were snickering behind my back as I departed. The Hanu might think this bird god is worth all this trouble, but I just want to get it over with. Now with that attitude, you're not. Alright, give me 2 quick seconds, I gotta go and pay this bill real quick. Be right back. Alrighty, while I'm filling out this thingamajig, pretty much they send them to get fixed up. In a sense, yes. That's what I'm thinking, but it actually goes a little bit deeper. They want to make sure that all of the people that are hired as troops for Tudiolo appreciate all of the history involving all of the other tribes, since they actually have to work together anyways. At least that's what I think. But at the same time, we actually don't know that much information. I actually was curious as to why they were actually adorned with feathers and everything too with their gear. Now they know it's not just a you go out and slay monsters kind of deal. Yeah, being a lance guard is more important than that. You actually have to work with all the tribes and everything to make sure that everything goes smooth sailing. Take for example what we're doing with the moblins and trying to find new pot swarms. What's today? The 9th? Yeah. As of recording this, especially if you watch this on YouTube, today is July 9th when I actually streamed this. Most people just go ahead and just pay digitally. I actually still go the traditional method. It's actually a good way for me to actually remember how to do certain regular tasks like this. They may be annoying as heck, especially since most people just pay digitally. I prefer the traditional way just so that way I have a quote-unquote paper trail. And it's actually a little bit wiser to have a paper trail in some sense, shape, or form. Because otherwise, if you have everything digitally, then it's just going to be a lot more difficult to try and manage and keep up with it, especially if you don't have backups within your backups. Alright, let me go and give this build to my mom real quick. I'll be right back. You unintentionally made a divergent universe quantum team stupid? How stupid are we talking about and which characters? You got me curious now. Alrighty then, so now that I got all my IRL stuff fully done for today, one feather at a time. Now that everyone is here, it's time to begin. Together we shall make these feathers so striking that even Kishiei will be envious. The first items we require are dyes and oils. The former is to use and match the feathers with various uniforms worn by the troops. The latter serves a different purpose. As you can see by observing yours truly, Hanu boasts feathers full and colorful. This is thanks to the oils our body secretes, which keep our coat from becoming drab and brittle. But the feathers we give to the Landsguards were molten long ago and have since lost their natural luster, so we must apply oil to make them as vibrant as those of the Hanu in their prime. The task of gathering said oils and dyes fall to Willa. Go to Okbekbe, where a crate has already been prepared. In the meantime, Nananche here will get the feathers. Okay. That is making me head back out east. Well. With weather like this, it's actually really nice. Makes it much more swampy. The luscious greenery of reeds is so dang nice. Ugh. I have a stuffy nose. I apologize for all the snifflies. Ugh. I woke up this morning and my nose said, hey, you're going to have a little bit of a chaotic morning. Ugh. I should probably go and blow my nose after this, but I wanted to get as far into the side quest as I can before I decided to commit to blowing the nose. We are in the new world, so pretty much it's going to have more tropics. Yeah! You're here about the supplies? Good, good. Everything's in that crate over there. It's heavy, so be careful not to drop it on that dainty toes of yours. Dainty? I do have IRL Hobbit feet. They're not that hairy, though, but they definitely have the, smallest toes in the world. Fushuan, Shui, Silver Wolf, and Sparkle. Rain in a vat was already crazy, but with the destruction, Erudition, and Erudition elation equation, I can pop an ult 3 to 4 times in a row and call Silver Wolf everyone is weak to quantum. Wow. Constant congestion and facial fluids during the summer, so I feel it. Yeah. It's actually a lot worse for me in the winter. Summer, not so much. But because it's been so hot and stale, it's actually gotten a lot worse for my nose because it actually is dry snifflies, not wet ones. Ugh. And unfortunately, I can't use any sort of nose spray. I was about to say nose oil, but that's not the right thing. I can't use any nose spray because all of the ones that I have in my cabinet are technically expired, and my family refuses to try and properly dispose of them. Force auto battle curio, so even more damage. Nice. Summer event, everything is dry, and winter makes the allergies worse. Yeah, it's a lot worse for me during the winter because everything is dying, and that just makes all this pollen and stuff still linger in the air, especially with all the strong moisture that it attaches to with the snowflakes. Let's see, aside from that, or still you might break a bottle of dye. The Landsguard artisan who designed their uniforms was very particular about their coloring, so not a single one can go to waste. There's nothing a soldier loves more than their equipment, so every detail has to be just right. Tread as carefully as you can back to Lanolado. Is this a walking? Deliver the crate. Time runs out. 3 minutes to complete the task. Be wary of attacks from enemies, which will sap your strength. Okay. Hi-ho, manual walking away. Oop, wrong way. I'm not even gonna bother jumping down. I'm just gonna go ahead and just take the manual way, literally. So in other words, I'm gonna just go ahead and follow the path. And try to avoid monsters' line of sight as much as possible. Probably also have a bit extra free stance for my Chocobo too. There's the destination. Nanache looks so exhausted. You both did excellent work today. Nanache, it appears you might need some rest after your ordeal, Ugh. How many feathers did you pack into that crate? Are you sure you didn't send me to get the dyes and oils? Be glad I did, Nanache, for Willow's crate is much heavier. She also carried it from a much greater distance. Really now? And here I thought I was the stronger. Damn, bested during my first assignment. Do you really want to know who you're talking with? But that won't happen again. I've had enough rest, so let's get on with it. Okay. If you insist, his Nanache, let us proceed to the heart of the matter. First, we must dye each feather one by one, but be careful, for each color is needed in different quantities. Equipment used to attack is adorned with black feathers, while equipment used to do our defense is adorned with feathers in their original green. For those, we must carefully... Hold on just a damn moment. We're dyeing all of these one by one? I'll be an old man by then. There has to be a better way, say storing a few dozen of them in a big bowl of dye? But that will make the coloring uneven, Nanache. And I was saying, we must carefully apply oil to the feathers to bring out their original color, or they'll quickly become brittle. Oh, I see. This will be a test of patience, but with the three of us, it shall be over before the moon turns. Probably. Worry not, for I'm here to teach you how best to see the job done. I suppose I'm thankful for that. Truth be told, I never knew so much work went into our uniforms. For our brothers and sisters in the Lands Guard, no effort is too great. The Hanu Hanu are honored there that you wear our feathers. You're surprised? As the wind's chosen, seeing my feathers become a symbol of the great Kishiai fills me with a quite joy unequaled in the world. And to have them adorn the Lands Guard armor makes my joy all the sweeter. Few in Terral can claim such an honor, so there can be no mistakes. There's really more to this than I thought. I would like to apologize for now if I've been acting. I see now that things are done in a certain way for a reason. So, while I may grow old and gray in the doing, I'll see that every feather is dried or oiled properly. At least we're in this together, eh, Willa? I guess. Though I am curious. Does anybody know if this is craftable for me to actually wear for armor myself? I actually really like this aesthetic a lot. I reckon I'll be cleaning dye from under my nails for some days yet, but I won't complain about the hardest work. Now that I have to think about it, I had to get back to Tuyolo. Don't get ahead of yourself, young Nanache. Yes, the hard part is behind us, but there's more I would like to ask for you. As I've said before, Kishiei refers to the Hanu Hanu, and we must pay due respect for our state of likeness. As such, there are time-honored rituals that must be followed before we give these offerings to the Lance Guards. The Wind's Blessing. The Land Guard stuff? Now, that I haven't seen yet. I would like that for my healer. Yeah, right? If it's to die, then yeah. Our next step is simple. We must bring the feathers before the likeness of Kishiai in the Kozama'uka and have their priestess beseech the great bird to bestow the Wind's blessing upon them. More lugging that crate around, huh? Then, I can do it. But if we're going any further the last time, I might need a couple of breaks. Do not worry, Nanashi. I will carry the feathers. I have something different in mind for the both of them. Both of you. A friend of mine awaits you on the road to Kozama'uka. Speak with him and do exactly as he instructs. At least this also gives me a good opportunity to level my Dragoon as well, because I actually have been getting used to Dragoon's rotation now. It's a little bit wonky for me, but It's a lot better and more consistent compared to the other times with Dragon's rotation too. No more spies Erudite, but we do get Winged Glide. So that's always a nice change of pace. Oh. Oh, there's a fate! It's definitely luck might be turning. You strike me as a capable hunter. Willing to thin the numbers for the crops. Okay. Quick, easy, painless. Ish. And that actually takes care of another fate for me for the share of fates. Yep. Once I do 4 more fates, then I'll be able to have the faster her mount speed too. Well, eat morning. Welcome, welcome. I understand you seek the blessing of the wind. The priestess requires a special type of bark to complete the ceremony, and your job is to gather it. But you must tread carefully, for the shores where the trees are found teem with hungry beasts. I suggest clearing the area first so one doesn't sneak up on you. I don't mind a bit of hunting, but these arms aren't meant for... apologies. I suppose complaining is a habit I should aim to break. This is all part of the process of making our equipment, isn't it? Then a reason that we need this bark so that we can so get the bark we shall. I'll search the south side. Willie, you take the north. Okay. Whoop! Frogs. There's the destination. Bark.
He's learning, yes!
Well done, you two. You brought exactly what I asked, but I suppose you're still curious as to why the bark had to be from those specific trees. The answer lies within the legend of Kishiei. You see, our ancestors hailed from a different land and were guided here by the Great Bird. But upon their arrival, they found prairies woodlands overrun by hungry beasts. Many Hanu were lost during the gluttonous appetite of the wilds, and they had nearly succumbed to despair. But then Kishiei let out a mighty screech. It echoed through the land, setting the trees aglow. Taking this as divine guidance, our battle-geared ancestors took bark from the trunks and burnt it. The smoke wafted through the air, and the beasts found it so repugnant they were forced to flee, one and all. Since that day, warriors would burn incense before battle in hopes it would ward them from the harm. Thus, we bless the land's god feathers in the same way that they too might be basking in Kishiei's protection. Now, take this bark to Kozama'uka, and on the way, I would be glad if you offered your sincerest prayers to the Great Bird. Burp.
Lick.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, Big Bird? As many times as needed so the kids learn. Yeah, that's true. Not complaining about it, at least I gave me more XP by doing all of these fates. We're finally here. Mind giving me your bark? I'll deliver it to the Haunted Priestess. Thank you, Willow. Once I'm finished our prayers, let's offer our prayers. Wouldn't want to disappoint our host after all. The Hanu take their traditions seriously, don't they? I knew they wished for a good harvest and such, but never imagined we Landsguard were in their thoughts all this time. This has been an eye-opening experience, to be sure, but I can't help but wonder why we're so important to them. Why allow us to use their revered god in the designs of our equipment? Aren't you a Landsguard yourself, and you ask such questions? Meow? You're Willa, aren't you? I am Zulihali. I know we have you to thank for Ihai's success, but even so, I must ask that you stand aside. You are Nananshe, of whom I've heard much. I'm surprised you have the gall to step foot in such a sacred place. While the errors may sing the praises of the Landsguard, their minds have been warped by too many moltings. The new generation is sick of their ceaseless chirping. You have to say your lines. Remember how we practiced? Oh, yes, I understand. We heard you complain when you took the feathers. We saw the disdain in your eyes. Someone with such disrespect for our history doesn't deserve to bask in Kishiai's grace. What? But I... He'll learn in time. That may be so, Willa, but he's had enough chances. We refuse to suffer this Landsguard to be an Okanu. Listen well and remember, the sacred likeness of Kishiai was once reduced to shredded reeds. But whom, you ask? Why none other than the Gulu Jaja, Dawn Servant and founder of the Landsguard. No, the Dawn Servant would never. This misdeed will never be forgiven. If you have any pride in your position, you should be ashamed at your ignorance and lack of respect. How will you answer for that? Yes, you must answer, and answer well, or we will be very angry with you. I feel like this is actually part of the plot and plan to try and change his ways. I had no idea about the history and conflict. Why did Lanuhanu say anything, and why am I taking the blame for the past? In any case, we can't stay here. I have to think about this. Nanashe's answer. I don't see why Zula'ili would lie, but how have I never heard of the Dawn Service affront to the Hanuhanu? And why would Lanuhanu act so proudly to have his feathers adorn our equipment? I'm no good with numbers, but even I can tell something doesn't add up here. I thought something was off too. Ah, then it wasn't just me. Either way, I'd like to leave here on the Hanu's good side. Well, our best bet is probably to return to Alkanu. If anyone could tell us the truth about what happened with the Dawn Serpent, it would be Lanuhanu. there's one to the east. Okay. I might as well grab all of these things then. New location discovered. It's gotta be around here somewhere then. There it is.
Oh, excuse me. I came out of nowhere.
$1,291 to the south. That's gotta be closer towards many fires then. And I know there's one also towards the west. I definitely need to make sure to grab that one as well. Yeah, still gonna keep on saying south until I head over to many fires, but I'm gonna wait on that. I definitely want to try and get the rest of these, though. Frog! This place is really sticking pretty, even with all the fog. 896 yams to the west, so it's just literally straight ahead for the next Aether quadrant.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm almost maxed on 12x again. Okay. Luckily for me, I just have 2 more Manderville relics that I have to get done. But first, quest. Boop, boop. I don't see him, but the crate's not here either. He might have left to Kozama'uka already. Wouldn't we have seen him on the road if he had, though? The forest is vast, I suppose. Anyways, maybe one of the younger Hana around here can tell us if Zui the scorn is shared. Let's ask around. Of course, every Hana knows the story of the Dawntrail's visit, but it might be more accurate to call it a rescue. For all the time our home was infested by beasts and fiends, when Gulo Jaja heard this terrible news, he personally came to drive out every last one.
This nose is gonna bug the living shit out of me.
Give me 2 quick seconds. I need to go and grow and pull up my nose now, finally.
Ugh, I can't take much more of it.
Be right back. Ah, nose has been blown. Ugh. I also went ahead and grabbed myself another drinky drink. Back, got your Windows update hit being hotspot, but there's nothing you can do about it, especially since you have to survive with that stuff. Hydrate! Zully said all that. Well, I do remember hearing that when our ancestors beheld the ruined figure, some of them viewed it as a terrible insult even though they were saved. Could that grudge have been inherited by their children and grandchildren? I can't speak on such matters, perhaps Lanuhanu can. He is wise in our ways and makes an effort to befriend everyone he can. And last but not least is all the way up there. Fish. No, there he is. The likeness of KCI? My father actually worked hard to repair it. He told me that the Dawn Servant's slaughter of the beast was swift and brutal, but left many of our shrines and homes damaged when it waked. But what choice did we have? The fiends were at our doors. My father and his friends agreed that it was better to be alive, at least that way they could rebuild. Which is fair and understandable. What's the word, Willa? From what I heard, the Dawn Servant really did destroy that sacred figure. I see. I can't say I'm surprised that some Hanu would bear a grudge, so Zulihali was telling the truth. Something still doesn't sit right with me, though. The Dawn Servant wouldn't simply go on a rampage and leave the Hanu to clean things up. He'd have more compassion than that. Nanache, Willa, you won't believe what happened! Huh? I was surrounded by Zulihali and her cronies while on the way to the shrine. They stole the crayon feathers from out of my claws, saying no Landsguard could have it until Nanache gave it his answer. I assume you know what they're talking about. They said if you ignore their demand, they'll burn every last feather. What? Have they gone mad? Gods be good. I'm sorry, but can you go install them for a while? There's something I must look into first. Well, guess I'm gonna have to be the distraction. I know what you're thinking, Willa. Is this going a little too far? I would answer that the results shall speak for themselves. Now we simply wait and see what Nanache brings us. Zulihali and the others are waiting for the south of the shrine. Let's go there and stall them as Nanache requested. So this is all part of the act. Okay! I'm just gonna swim across. I'm too lazy at this point. Definitely fields of gold. Too lazy will just exhaust myself to swim. I'm just too lazy to go around on the bridges anymore. Can you blame me? I would not be surprised if half of the people also had that same idea. Stupid frogs. Nanashi should be here soon. We were lucky to have spurred him into action, Willa. And while our message may appear rather blunt to you, wait until Nanashi speaks before you judge us. Wait quietly and hear his answer.
Okay.
I don't know why you make us wait so long, Nanashi, but I hope whatever you found was worth it. I, spoke with the eldest Hanu in your village. He told me the story of the Dawntrail's visit and the destruction of the Kishiai's Lucky List. The whole story. It seems he, particularly the head of reason, was filled with anguish at the sight and offered his deepest apologies. To make amends, he devised a way to assemble an even more robust figure from the remains of the previous one. His work was done overnight, and the head resolve called upon the whole village to celebrate the newfound peace. For the first time in a long while, Ihihana commenced, and the Dawn Serpent was chosen to ride the sacred float. After the festivities, the Dawn Serpent said that when he finally established a unified nation in Tyrol, he wanted a motif representing Kishiai to be among those used in the soldiers' uniforms. He declared that the different tribes can forge friendships so long as they open their hearts to one another, that his nation would be one where peoples of all stripes could live in harmony. His soldiers would become a symbol of that promise. So, you can learn for yourself after all, but you should have come here with that knowledge already seared into your memory. I know. I have no excuse for my ignorance and the petulance born from it. This experience has taught me so many things, and now with full knowledge of the history, I'm filled with a much greater sense of purpose than before. I feel more keenly than ever that my duty as a Landsguard is to serve every corner of Tural. But to fulfill that duty, we must have our equipment, so please, I beg of you, entrust the feathers to me in good faith. He'll be a fine soldier. Don't you agree, Alano Hanu? What? Yes, indeed. That was quite the moving display. My feathers were standing up straight. Thank you for looking after Nanashi during this growth, Lula. What can I say? I like helping. My growth? What are you talking about? Why this was all a performance to guide you along the path to become a worthy Landsguard. Your rite of passage is complete. So my superiors weren't pulling one over on me. They were worried about me. I didn't realize my conduct was so concerning. Tell them what you told us and their concerns will vanish. You'll be welcomed back with open arms. But before you do that, aren't there more places to go to visit, more materials to collect? We Hanu aren't the only people who love teaching lessons. Please, I don't want to think about that now. I was worried sick enough imagining what would happen if I couldn't get the feathers. Well, you've earned a bit of rest. Return to Okana and we'll deliver the feathers to you after the priestess has blessed them. The part, at least, was no ruse. If you don't mind, I'd like to go to Kozama'uka. I feel I should offer one more prayer to Kishiai. Very well. Well, why don't you wait at Okanu? I'll bring the feathers, and I'd like to speak with you once more before you go. Fate! Do I get to fight a big kitty this time? Big kitty. Big kitty, 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 hey, yay! let's just TP back over to Elcano. Now that our rite of passage is behind us, allow me to offer my thanks for your help. I would also offer my apologies for making your party to our little deception. I would have told you everything, but I don't think the ending would have been quite so effective if I did. I agree, and I'm grateful things went the way they did. The lesson I learned here will guide me as I become acquainted with all of Tyrell's peoples. Speaking of which, the next leg of my journey awaits. May we meet again! Steak. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and grab the last of those Aether curtains that are on this upper floor, and then we'll head over to the Moblins to get to the other ones. "408 yumps to the west." Way far west, over by House of Winds High. "267. Discovered a new location. 152 to the west. 92 to the northwest. So it's either around this tree or upstairs. There it is. So that is 8 out of 10. I just have 2 more to do. Where's the next one? 621 to the south. Oh, that's going to be on the upper right area, so let's go over to Earthenshire then. "377 to the northwest. "295 to the west. So it's gotta be up this way then. New location discovered. 160 to the west. "81 to the southwest, so it's on the other side then. Okay. There's a fate around here though. Molo whack. more like Mole Patrol. Oh, that was so many. 93, let's go. So about that Aether current. 125 to the southwest. Yeah, this is on the other side of this mountain then. So I have to go up and around and inside that cave. I think that might have been my last, nope, I need one more. Let's see. 95 to the southeast. It's gotta be around this corner then. Yep, there it is. Alrighty, and the last one, 1428 to the southeast. That's gotta be closer towards Many Finders, so I'm gonna teleport over there. .622 to the south, yep. Probably going to be over by Dewspun Bank. .390 to the south. .255 to the south. Southeast. .233 to the southeast. Aha! That's gotta be the last one for the overworld, too. Yep, that's the last one for the overworld. Alrighty, got all the ones over here, so I just need one more fate to do to get myself to level 6 in terms of that. So let's see. I think it'd probably be best to do the Peddler. Or Feathery Dust Up. Actually, it'd be better if I do Feathery Dust Up, just so that way I can immediately just head straight to Okan to grab the riding map. Come on. The fingers. And then this way I have faster riding mount speed. one more time with the Jumbo Boy, and then I'm gonna be done with this for the time being until I have to do all the rankings. Alright, that's 6 fates down. I should have access to the mount speed now. There we go. Alright, mount speed increase, and with that, we are all good to go. Now he has a faster Chochin. That was worth doing. Alright. Let's go ahead and head back to Tuliolo, and I'll see if Nevi is ready to continue on with more MSQ. Alright, so I'm 93 with Dragoon. Once I hit 99 with Warrior, Astro, Dragoon, and Machinist, I'll probably go ahead and just do these side quests. So Nilla can now do MSQ as Dragoon. I'm still sticking with Pictomancer. MSQ is going to be Pictomancer. I'm just doing Dragoon leveling for my role quests and stuff. Alright, Nevi's ready to do more MSQ. I just gotta wait for them to teleport over to Dynamis now. Don't forget about the new Wondrous Tale book as well. I'm not even gonna bother with the Wondrous Tales right now. Cause it's not gonna be like all the max level Endwalker stuff and everything inside the book. It just goes all the way up to the Heavensward stuff, and I'm just too lazy to do it right now. Not to mention, there's not that much I want to grab from Wondrous Tales at the moment either. Because it's like I already got a lot of bronze certificates. I have enough silver, so I can get the golds if I want to, but the earlines are just a pain in the fucking ass to get. So it's like, why bother? I wonder how many people are even online. Immediately Kay's over here. Just waiting on Neve. I have a lot of EXP for 9 stamps regardless. Yeah, but I'm just, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Too lazy. Besides, I feel like I've actually been doing pretty good with just doing my roulettes and faith farming, to be honest. Very much the personification of 14th speed stress. Shush! I may be fast, but not that fast. Besides, if we also think about it like this, my food ran out a while ago, and I was actually still getting like 500,000 just from completing fates at gold level. So it's like I wasn't actually doing any sort of loss or gain or anything like that. Waiting on the fluffy butt to get into the coffee corner so I can drag him into the staff room. More just too lazy to actually do the easy things to go fast. Shush! I want to get MSQ done before Saturday, fam. Because otherwise, there is a like chance I am going to be joining Coca and the others for the EX trial once I complete MSQ.